Hey everybody, it's Jamie here and welcome to Bratislava, Slovakia. We have joined Tui Skyla, a riverboat, in case you couldn't work that out, and we are going to be embarking on a Danube cruise. So make sure you're following along for all our adventures. This is going to be a real exciting one. Let's rewind to the start of this journey because it wasn't all plain sailing. After a chaotic and slightly delayed flight with EasyJet, we arrived into Budapest. However, because of ongoing heat waves and unseasonably low river levels, we would not be able to join Tui Skyla in Budapest as planned. TUI reps met us at the airport, gave us luggage labels with our cabin number, and then began our very long transfer to Bratislava, Slovakia. To the ship. Oh, it's a boat actually. We're on a boat. It's a boat, it's not a ship. To the boat. We made it. Welcome to Bratislava, Slovakia. Whew. Bit of a steep walk down in flip-flops. Well, this is quite exciting, I must say. Welcome to Tui River Cruises and Tui Skyla. We made it. That was a quick check-in. We are 221.
Oh, it's nice and cool.
Finally. Thank you. Oh, we've got some food in the cabin as well since we've arrived so late. We've got a little bit of fruits, petit pois, sandwiches, and some more sarnies. And have no fear, I will do a proper cabin tour for you, I promise. We're just waiting for our luggage to arrive. We're going to have some food. We've been travelling quite a while now. And I'm going to catch up with you in the morning. So, good night, my loves. Mwah. The Danube is the second longest river in Europe and flows from the Black Forest into the Black Sea. We would begin this river cruise in Slovakia, head to Austria, and then hopefully back to Hungary. Good morning. Good morning. It's our first breakfast on board. We've had a good sleep actually. This looks nice. Oh. So whether you eat breakfast at the Bistro or Bistro, it's part self-service. They also do eggs to order, omelettes as well. I'll definitely be trying that. This is a nice big pot of coffee. That will do just brilliantly. So for breakfast we've got lots of different meats, cheeses, salad items, fruits. Oh, that looks like brie. Smoked salmon. We've got fruit salad, muesli. You've got your rolls over here. We've got muffins and donuts. We've got an awesome egg station down here too. There you go, omelettes on the go. That looks good.
Hello.
Morning. And there are hot dishes. So we've got bacon, mushrooms, sausages, scrambled egg, baked beans and hashed brown potatoes. So this looks great. And we've also got some cereals on the side and dried fruit. More pastries and the all-important toaster. Right, well that was a very nice breakfast. We've just come along sort of midship where the Atrium is. We're going to grab a coffee from the machine, which is great. You can help yourself anytime. And we're going to sit up on deck for the first time and have a look at our surroundings. Look at this cute little Atrium. Right, I've just had a call from Matthew. Have you seen the cookies? Oh, no, but look, help yourself to cookies anytime. And over here you've got water, there's coffee and tea, there's a machine. You just help yourself. We've got a wandering coffee, that's the observatory bar, which we'll check out later. And then, thank you Matthew, there's a little terrace out here. This is not the top deck or anything. It's got a nice little spot. Sunglasses at the ready. I think it's going to be bright. Lots of deck chairs at the front. Seating area over here. And then towards the aft, we've got lots of loungers. There are currently 104 people on board. Capacity is 150, so we're sailing quite low actually. Another seating area here under cover. Yeah, smoking area. Well, so far, first impressions are actually very, very positive. Oh look, here comes Matthew with another coffee. He knows how to do things properly. Matthew, early days, but thumbs up, middle or down so far? Are you lying? Thumbs up. Right, no time to waste. We are going to head off and explore Bratislava. Good to know that at reception they have maps of each destination, so you just tear it off, take it with you. That's really helpful. So when you want to go ashore, you need to go to reception, hand in your cabin key, and then they give you this in return, so they know who's on and off. Here is our beautiful Skyla. We are heading up this ramp and then we will literally be ashore in Bratislava. If you are interested to know how close you are to all the action, that is our Skyla, and then pretty much the entrance to the city is here, so it's all very, very easy and walkable. Bratislava, the capital of Slovakia, is located in southwestern Slovakia, occupying both banks of the Danube. The reconstructed Bratislava castle overlooks the old town and Danube. Oh, this cafe bar is awesome. This place has the Matthew seal of approval. And Lisa Batty, they do French 75s here for about €8, is it?
No, €6.
Oh, €6 for a cocktail. Ooh, Slovakian cheesecake. Mmm.
Go on. Drink the horse water.
I'm actually quite emotional right now with just how pretty and beautiful and inspiring this place is. Typical me. Look at this, look. Matthew needs cooling off. Does that work?
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, it's very fine.
Mimosa? Iced coffee for me. What a stunning city. If you have not been to Bratislava, please go. Don't wait for a river cruise. If you're not sure about one, just go regardless. I hope to be back one day. Oh God, I can hardly keep up with Matthew. It's afternoon tea time, so he's off like a rat. Happy birthday, Skyla.
Sure, it's alright.
Cheers, Matthew. So when these lovely people on the boat over here were docked right next to us, they actually accessed the shore by coming through our atrium, believe it or not, and heading straight out here. Clever. Each cabin also comes with a water bottle per passenger, and you can fill these up at any of the bars. There's a massive screen in the observatory bar where you can see what the schedule is for the day ahead. You can also access this on the TUI Navigate app as well. Whilst on board, you'll want to navigate the very handy TUI Navigate website. Wi-Fi is included in your river cruise package, so you won't be forking out a single penny to access this. We've got a stretching class going on over here. I will be practicing my stretching as well, stretching to get my drink. He's just chilling out, watching the world go by. So long, Bratislava. Right, let's take advantage of these French doors. Oh, look at this. Ah, fabulous. If you want to use the wellness area, you need to reserve your 45-minute slot, but you get it for your own party, nobody else. Oh, look. Hot tub and some lounges. Towels, and then oh look, porthole, big porthole with views. We've got a sauna, and awesome, this one also has the best views. Looks like there's also a shower to use. Well, that's a lovely way to spend 45 minutes any time of the day. You don't have to pay extra to use the wellness area because it is included in the price of your river cruise. Awesome. It's dinner time. And here we are at the Bistro. Lovely venue. So our choice for dinner, we've got appetizers, soups, obviously your main courses and desserts. Good to know is that you get your wine, red or white, served with your meal, or I probably could have a soft drink as well instead of alcohol. There you go, sliced baguette. Chin chin, Matthew. Happy holidays. Oh, that's nice. There you go. The soup has arrived. Peat and fennel with a parmesan crouton. Just a quick pan around. You'll notice there are plenty of tables for 2. You've got tables for 4. You can push table together if you want a table for 8. It's your choice here, okay? So don't worry. We were very pleasantly surprised by the quality of every dish we ate for dinner that night. Portions were a fair size, but as always, if you want more, just ask. This is called the Club Lounge. It's a really small, intimate venue, but it's beautifully done, and of course you have the best views. Matthew has just finished his dinner and he wants a espresso martini. Matthew is very happy with his espresso martini. He says it's a very good one, yes. How much was it? €8. €8, that's not bad. Cheers, Matthew. We are on the Singapore Slings now, and the lady that you can see up there makes the best cocktails. I've got to say, they're excellent. Every sunset is special. Cheers, everybody. Happy river cruising. Here in the Amazon, you'll find all sorts of creatures. Oh, how rude. Look at Lord Muck there. Muck Matthew. I honestly think this is one of the most peaceful things I've done in a long time. I know some people be saying, oh, a river cruise boring. I just think this is blissful, I really do. Wine, cocktail to hand, and look at this. Alrighty, so let's talk suggested dress codes. For the gentleman like myself, it's suggested you wear a collar. That can be in the form, the guise of a polo if you'd rather. You can wear tailored shorts as well. You're going to need to have closed-capped shoes though. As for the ladies, well, there are none of those on board. If you are a lady, however, and you're wondering about dress code, oh, God, you can kind of get away with anything, can't you? Wear your hot pants with a few sparkles on, your flip-flops, as long as they got something shimmery on, you're fine. We're talking smart casual, okay? No bikinis, please. No thongs. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jesus. Good morning, and here we go again. Breakfast time. We're gonna sit in the bistro this morning, I think. Nice spot, Matthew. Breakfast views from the bistro. Gorgeous. That looks good. We are just sailing into Durnstein, and please forgive my terrible German. I mean, waking up to this is just amazing, absolutely stunning. Using the TUI Navigate site, you'll be able to see what's exactly on offer on board during the day and evening, not to mention times of arrival and departure at your ports. Oh, he's a good lad, really. Look at this there. Coffee for Jamie? Yes. Be careful, Captain. Yeah, I'm watching you. There you go, and the Amadeus, they've now got, well, they will have a bridge, and they're going to cross the top of our boat. We're then going to cross their boat and head down through the Atrium out onto shore. We've got stretching going on. They're very good at it. Oh my God, there's a leg. Let's have some facts and figures, shall we? So the length of the boat, the breadth, the width, and the number of passengers, although we're at 104, as I've said. Alrighty, let's go ashore and hijack other people's boats. I love it. Oh, and then straight off, the pontoon, so we didn't have to go through their atrium. Damn it, I love a nose. And just like that, welcome to Durnstein. Durnstein is a very picturesque small town in the Austrian state of Lower Austria. Right, I can't come to the Danube and not put my foots in the water. Oh look, it's like a little cocktail table over there. Matthew said it'll be really cold, let's see. Yeah, kind of fresh, yeah. Oh, look how beautiful this is. The town gained its name from the medieval Durnstein castle, which overlooked it. The castle's name simply means dry stone. Please don't judge, I'm sure this is one of my 5 a day. Let's try, I think that means wild berry, doesn't it? Windkirchen. That's really nice. Sometimes your riverboat will need to reposition, but don't worry, it's not leaving without you. The great thing about Durnstein is that it's just a 3-hour stop, so we're back on board for lunch before we sail off for our next port of call, which is Melk. So here's the lunch menu in the Bistro. You can go to the Bistro for a buffet lunch if you prefer. Can I just point out as well, and I'm sure this is no surprise to you, the staff, the crew are absolutely fantastic. Beef and barley soup. Matthew has gone for the fricadelle, which is an Austrian meatball, and it has a spicy sauce. I've got the hash brown with vegetable ragu. Here he goes with his strawberry sundae. And off we sail again, heading for Melk. I love this 2 ports in one day. Can you even call them a port on a river cruise? We are now entering the Vacao Valley, and thank goodness I looked up how to say it, otherwise I was going to say Wachau or Wacho. Look at all the vineyards. I mean, this is a place to come and explore in its own right, really, isn't it? Good to know. Well, this is the bridge, first of all. I've never seen such a small bridge. It's actually on hydraulics, look. I did wonder earlier, that this seems very low down, considering it's so far back on the boat. So this bridge actually raises and lowers as is necessary to see what's ahead or behind. Let me introduce you to something called the Little Extras package. I'm not talking about anything down there, by the way. So, the Little Extras package, it costs £35 per cabin, and for that you get priority embarkation, a bottle of bubbly in your cabin, a free breakfast delivered to your cabin, a tour of the crew area, a late checkout of your room. A late checkout is 11 AM. It might not sound late, but other people are going to be out of their cabins a good 2 or 3 hours in advance of that. We are in the crew area. I believe this the laundry facility to the right. How are you?
Excellent.
Good. And this is the crew mess. This is the crew mess. This is the Galley. How awesome to come and see this. Hello. So it's a really interesting tour from our cruise director, and one thing I did learn, didn't realize this, every single item on the top deck, including the bridge, can all completely collapse if necessary to pass underneath a bridge where there's very little space. So everything you see here apparently would take 3 hours to get every single item down. Woo. We are now in Melk, Austria. Melk is an Austrian town west of Vienna. It's known for the 11th century Melk Abbey, which is a huge monastery built high above the town. If you see the word apricot on any menu, just buy it. The apricot cakes and pastries are delicious. Right, it's dinner time. We're at the Bistro actually for the first time because they've got a speciality time menu tonight. You do need to reserve ahead of time, I think by 2 PM on the day at reception. And it's a 5-course meal. It sounds awesome.
Thank you. Oh wow.
And here we go with the first course.
Spring roll.
Yes, please enjoy.
Thank you.
Look at that.
So this is a Thai salad and it's got a spring roll and some crackers. A perfect and delicious start to our meal. Cheers, Matthew. This is a great meal so far. This was a lovely, fragrant soup. Beef rendang. Well, the beef rendang was a triumph. The tofu curry just a little bland, and the pancake a little bit too sweet for our liking, but good. Oh my goodness, look, we're in a lock. There's like big King Kong door. It's so cool. We still have some distance to travel. Look, we're all the way up here. Oh, look. I think we have made it. How cool is that? Destination Linz. The TUI Navigate site will also have all details you need about any excursions you've booked, such as meeting times and venues. Alright, let's talk tours and excursions on a TUI River Cruise. The first thing to note is that at every destination there is a walk-in tour provided in the cost of your river cruise fare. There's also a good range of payable excursions that you can book onto in advance of your river cruise or indeed whilst you're on board. The tour you can see right now is the Sound of Music excursion. It leaves from Linz visiting Mondsee and Salzburg. This particular excursion was 10 hours in total and included lunch. It came to £92 per person. However, as a part of this river cruise, we were given £100 each to use towards excursions. So therefore, we didn't really pay anything for this particular day out. It was also great, by the way, and the tour guide, she was absolutely exceptional. By the way, if you have any dietary requirements and are a little bit concerned about lunch on a tour, not to worry because you'll be asked about this in advance. We are back on board. We've left Linz. We're heading for Vienna for an overnight stop. And we are in our favourite bar on board, the Club Lounge. The big question, of course, is what pre-dinner drink are we going to have? I think we're going for cocktails. Right, here we go. I've got my espresso martini. And Matthew, what's yours called again?
Tui River Explorer.
Tui River Explorer. Cheers. Hallelujah, it's dinner time. So I know a few people on my forums have said it doesn't look like there's a huge choice on the menus. Just bear in mind there are only 104 passengers on board. I can't imagine you'd have a really extensive menu, but what I will say is everything we've eaten so far has been superb without fail. Chin chin, Matthew.
Double fish. Double fish.
Oh, the broth and tortellini were delicious. Oh, we're in another lock. I never thought I'd get so geeked out about being in a lock. It's very slowly getting darker in here as well. Go in, go in, gone.
That looks pretty.
Again, another varied and delicious meal. Cheers! We are heading to Vienna. Good morning, everybody. We are just arriving into Vienna. We have an overnight in Vienna, so goodness knows when we'll be back. We don't leave until tomorrow at 6 p.m. There's our Skyla, moored in Vienna. Prater is a unique amusement park just a 20-minute walk from where the boat is moored. It doesn't cost anything to wander around this park, but if you want to try any of the attractions, the majority cost no more than €5. Some of the rides have ticket machines just outside where you can use contactless. Others you can pay just at the entrance. Some do require cash, so please do check before you join any lines. Here we go. Oh my days, I have never seen a pizza vending machine. This is so cool. We had lunch in Vienna at the fantastic Donbury, which is located on Straße. Good portions, great food, value for money and lovely service. It's really easy to use the metro in Vienna, and good to know one of the stops is actually very close to the riverboat. Just be aware that when you're ready to use your ticket, you do need to validate it at one of the validator machines just before you go through the turnstiles.
Oh, good, you're up and busy, Maggie.
It's Friday night and it's our cheers post. Chin chin, everyone. It's dinner time at the Bistro, and here's a look at what's on offer tonight. I do like that they try a few specialities from the country we're in as well. Cheers, Matthew. Happy dinner time. Chin chin.
Hang on.
Shredded pancake in the soup. Awesome.
Well, I won't have the anchovy. Or the, or the caper.
Looks very good though, doesn't it?
It looks really crispy.
Yep, you guessed it. Another successful dinner. Thank you, Jesus. Travelling wine. Alrighty, we are heading to the observatory. Matthew calls this the crow's nest of the riverboat. We got a pianist playing, there's a quiz, and then we've got a singer. So let's go. Actually, at night, I think this is a lovely bar. I do. I know I prefer the club lounge, but this is where you're going to get all your entertainment. Matthew was going to do a song for us now, aren't you? Yes? No. Nice views, of course, around. There you go, look. Piano. And look, there's even a screen, so we can have some special effects. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm on show now. No, please, no round of applause for me. And look. The cocktails in the observatory are indeed a little bit different. Now then, I meant to say, look how reasonable a glass of Prosecco is on board, or a glass of house white wine. We're talking about €3.75 to €4.50. I think that's really good value. You've got to be really careful that your wine doesn't get sucked into a black hole. No, come back to me. Or indeed yourself. You might get sucked into a black hole yourself if you've had too much to drink. Oh, thank goodness for peanuts after dinner. Chin chin. Do you know I'm very pro Prosecco? Good morning, everybody. It's day 2 in Vienna. Let's do this. Sue me. I like my fried eggs with a crispy bottom, and there you go. Runny yolk. Perfect. It's big bus time, Vienna. What a lovely bus. Plug me in, baby. I'm ready. So long, farewell. You know how it goes. We are leaving Austria and now heading for Hungary. This, my dear friends, is what a lock wall looks like up close. How awesome. It's gala night on board Skyla. Are you looking forward to it, Matthew? No, where would you rather be?
Not here.
Buffet?
Yeah.
Buffet. Here we go. We've got a nice Savy Blanc tonight.
The best.
Yeah.
The best? Oh, look, this is cute, isn't it? Look. Chin chin, Matthew. He's been looking forward to gala. You've been so much, hasn't you?
Actually, it's fine.
Right, this is what is offered on gala evening. Dress code for gala night. Well, it's suggested that you dress up smart, but there's all sorts here. We've got shorts, trainers, no suits yet. Matthew's wearing a shirt, open collar, nice trousers and shoes. I think if I just pan around, you'll get an idea.
I don't know whether you'll like that.
Well, Matthew was right. I didn't like that. It's the first course, the first dish I've had all week that I didn't think worked. Just texturally, it's just all like mushy, and with cream cheese on the top, it didn't work at all for me. I've liked everything up until now though, so we'll forgive the chef on this occasion, just this once. Right, this is the oxtail. It's like a consomme or broth. Matthew's, I'm not going to show you, was literally served to there. It was a tiny amount.
Oh, that's good.
Right, so after a very disappointing first 2 courses, Matthew's happy with his. It's very good, he said, which I'm very pleased about. And I have Nothing, because there's no alternative to the fish and seafood course. So far I've had a mouth of guacamole and some hot beef liquid, basically. Right, I was just asked if I was happy with gala meal so far, and I said no, and I explained why. And now suddenly I have a replacement for the fish course, which apparently should happen regardless.
So it's like a deconstructed.
So the waiter said he was going to get me an extra sized portion of eggplant parmigiana, and look at the size of it. Baked Alaska was certainly a win. In all, a mixed bag for gala night. Traveling espresso martini. Ooh, I think I might have had a lot of wine with my dinner. What's your favourite drink for bedtime? Horlicks, hot chocolate, some nice warm milk with sugar. Espresso martini in bed. Why not? What a lush. Good night. Welcome to Esztergom in Hungary. I don't know how to pronounce that. Dark, menacing clouds today, which is a good thing, believe me, after the drought here, the low rivers, which have made it impassable for riverboats and so on. We're very lucky that we've had some rain overnight. Rain is forecast a little bit later today, still warm, which means we will be able to sail to Budapest, which is fantastic because obviously we missed our initial port of call there. And look folks, you can see just how low the river is around Esztergom, Hungary. It's egg time. The best eggs at sea or on the river, they are here. Nom nom nom. I do love an omelette on board Skyla. Oh my goodness me, and look, we are 1, 2, 3, 4 boats wide today, which means I get to have a nice nosy at 3 of the Viking longboats. They're no longer than ours, by the way, but they do cost an awful lot more. Let's have a nose on these Viking ships. Officially on board Viking. And now through the next one. We made it. Esztergom is a city in northern Hungary, just 46 kilometers northwest of the capital, Budapest. We visited on a Sunday morning, and unfortunately the cafes, restaurants, bars were all closed. Oh my goodness, look what is awaiting us in our cabin. Okay, let me talk you through this process. So you need to leave your luggage outside your cabin by 8 a.m. and you need to depart your cabin by 9 a.m. You're going to need to attach these coloured labels on your luggage as well and write your cabin number nice and big and bold. You'll also be able to have breakfast as normal and lunch, although lunch I think is a reduced time from 12 till 12:30 p.m. However, if you purchase the little extras package like we have, you are allowed to stay in your cabin until 11 a.m. and your cases need to be outside your cabin by 10 a.m. If you've already registered a debit or credit card with reception, you don't need to do anything about your onboard account. However, if you hadn't registered a card, you just need to pop along to reception and you can pay in cash or indeed with your debit or credit card. On departing the boat, it looks like we'll have to identify our luggage and take that to the coach ready for our transfer. Speaking of transfers to the airport, you'll also be given details on this page of your meeting point and your pickup time. Oh my goodness, it's lunchtime. The barbecue has moved indoors just in case of inclement weather. But we've come to the main dining room for our lunch today. We are in Hungary and therefore we are going to have some Hungarian specialities. Oh yes. Are we? Yeah, we are. Well, of course we are. I'm going to have the Savanyuka postaleves soup. If anybody knows how to speak Hungarian, can you tell me how to say it, please? Thank you. Oh my goodness, sauerkraut soup. Sauerkraut and smoked pork. That's really tasty, very flavoursome, much better than the gala soup. Hungarian goulash. Matthew says it's really good. If he says it's really good, it must be.
Yeah.
Red currant cake.
Yeah.
Looks delicious. Well, that was a delicious lunch, and we've now come for a little bit of wellness, well-being focus, and we're just leaving Esztergom, or however you pronounce it, heading for Budapest. I love the fact you get this whole space to yourself. Hey, what did you just call yourself? He just said, who's a magic starfish? Jamie's my name and retro is my game. Budapest, we're coming for you. Just around the river bend. Budapest is Hungary's capital and is bisected. Oh, that is such a posh word for me. It is bisected by the river Danube. It's the Last Supper. Alrighty, what's on our last dinner menu? A main course and dessert. Oh, look at that. A gundle pancake. Cheers, everybody. I've got rosé. I never have rosé. Cheers. And another good meal. We found Budapest easy to get around. Taxis are plentiful and affordable. There are trams and also a metro. Of course, you could actually just wander on foot. Most of the sites of interest are just back from the river. Good morning from Budapest, everybody. It's our last day. We're flying off later. We've got quite a late pickup, 5 p.m. One last omelette. Matthew's being a good lad and he's going to pay his onboard account and mine. That's the way it should be. Thank you. So we are going to move berths in a minute. We're currently at berth 8 and we're going up to the bridge to berth 6. Time to go. That's going to be our new berth. Yay! Right down, lady. The shoes on the Danube are just haunting and gut-wrenching. Right, we finally made it to a Langos restaurant to try Budapest's iconic fried dough. That is one for Lisa Batty if you're watching. Hungarian beer. When in Hungary. There you go. Fried dough, Langos, with cheese and sour cream on ours. Matthew says it's nice. First Langos. Much lighter than I thought it was going to be. It's good. Holiday's not done yet. We're still in Budapest. We've still got a few more hours. Chin chin, Matthew. And that, my friends, is Budapest. If you are not planning on doing a river cruise anytime soon, please do come here regardless. What an absolutely incredible city. One of my favorites. And as you know, today also concludes our river cruise. So I have had many misgivings about booking onto one of these. And I just want to tell you why I am now completely sold. Here we go. Well, first of all, check-in. It's super simple and quick. We literally did nothing more than hand over our passports. The reception took copies of these, and actually we didn't need to show them at all when travelling through each country. Also, unlike cruise travel, we did not need to pass through security every time we boarded the boat. And the boat itself, yes, it's small. However, it is so easy to move around and navigate. And like I've said before, there is so much space for everybody on board. Nope, no lines, no queuing up, no waiting for anybody at all. What a refreshing change. And let's not forget those cabins, surprisingly spacious actually, and with some of the best views from those French balconies. Absolutely beautiful way to travel a river. Speaking of which, who knew river travel would be quite so scenic? Not to mention just how close your riverboat is to all the action in all your ports of call. And sorry for my ignorance here, but I'm not actually sure I would have visited some of these towns or destinations had it not been for this river cruise. And I'm so pleased we had the opportunity to see 3 different, very unique, beautiful countries and all that they have to offer. Just a real humbling experience. Oh, and also, yeah, shots for breakfast. Who doesn't like that? Oh, and massive pretzels bigger than my head. Oh, and let's not forget the food on board. Well, as you've seen, we enjoyed the vast majority of our meals. Plentiful, very tasty. You want more? No problem. Just ask the staff. They're there to make sure you have the best time. Speaking of good times, what about the entertainment? Well, if you're happy with evening quizzes, live music, comedians, and every now and then some of the locals actually come on board and perform for you, then I think you're going to be fine. If you're looking for the ultimate in peace, quiet, relaxation, then the Wellness Centre absolutely is for you. And guess what? Well, sunsets on the river can be just as beautiful as the ones at sea. Right, we are in our debark lounge, the observatory, and we've just had a roll call. And we're going to debark this ship up the ramp to our transfer to the airport. What is it we said in Austria? So long. Bye, Tui Skyla, we love you. Right, we're just checking our luggage is up here. It is, so that's fantastic. And on we go.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, so we're just about to take you off to the airport now. It's about a 30-minute journey. We'll see you later on. Someone will be there to meet you at the airport. All right, guys, thank you.
As always, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to follow Travel Blog Jamie on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube.